beautiful Librans, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your full moon reading. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I do not take money, e-gifts or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for any of those things, it is not me, it is a scam. Please report them or ignore them. Let us move straight on to your reading, my beautiful Librans. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly with Tibetan symbols so that we sync in energy. So please be mindful, there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, so the full moon is in Pisces this time round. It occurs on the 20th or 21st of September, depending on where you are in the world. What does it mean? Well, it is a time to look at your inner sort of energy, your soul. It is a breakthrough energy when it comes to goals or dreams. It's also about going beyond limits in order to dream boldly and go for the big dream rather than small dreaming there. It's also a time to submerge yourself in your imagination. Now Libra, you know, you've got a beautiful imagination there, so that will take you to manifest whatever it is you're truly hoping for in life. This moon gives you emotions. It brings things to light. It brings your emotions to the surface. So you may expect a little bit of a sensitive time. You may have even felt a little bit more teary than usual, or felt that, you know, the pressure was on a little bit more in the last couple of weeks as you run up to that full moon. Now, what does it mean for you? Well, Libra, your 6th house is activated, which is about acknowledging your good points. You know, really looking at how far you've come, and that no matter what you've endured, even if there's small successes or large, you know, you made them. You got to give yourself where credit is due, because often we forget that we are on this journey and we're always looking to the next, to the next, to the next. We forget to look at how far we've come and to sort of really pat ourselves on the back and say, you know what, that was a tough time and I'm still here. So sometimes we've got to acknowledge that we're enduring quite a lot, even in the most harshest of circumstances. So this time is you identifying, you know, and being really honest with yourself at how far you've come, your good points, and also things that are not working, and sort of really trying to motivate yourself to make positive changes in the direction that you want to go in. Also, it is a time for you looking at your healthiness, like your eating habits, your sleeping habits. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you getting enough exercise? Or treating yourself well with soul food? I mean, you know, a little bit of naughtiness every now and then is going to be fine, of course, but it's about taking care of your body, mind, and soul, and making sure that nobody really messes with your inner peace, keeping strong, healthy boundaries, and, you know, implementing daily routines, which is really hard sometimes, especially when you're trying to spin all of the plates and, you know, work really hard, do a job if you're lucky enough to have one at this moment in time, or find a job if you're looking for one, pay the bills, you know, keep afloat, especially we're going through a major pandemic. So, you know, it is a difficult time for the majority of people. So I feel like you really need to make sure you look towards positivity and looking after your body and mind and soul, because I feel like that's what's carrying you through at the moment. Now, you've got Sage, which is number 17. We got Soulmate here, we got Masculine, and we've got Finances. So I'm just going to get your overall energy before we move forward, and I'll discuss each card as it comes. Oh, we got that. So we got number 17 twice. So Star card energy. Interesting, they've given you 2 cards in this. Wow, I'm loving this. Loving this overall energy for you. Let me just pop that there, pop that there. Okay, so number 17 here in this Sage card, but also the Star card is number 17. So a lot of clarity happening for you at this time. Also, healing energy. So whatever it is you've been recouping from, maybe you've been feeling the pressure a little bit recently. I mean, collectively, there's a lot on our plates. I feel like we're going through a real awakening, and it's tough to blossom. It's tough to come to, a solid realization of enlightenment. It's really tough to grow. So you may have been feeling it's a little bit tense, a little bit of pressure recently. Now, Sagittarius got a similar energy right at the beginning of the reading. So perhaps it's because, you've got placements in that sign, or vice versa. So let us see what we got coming here. Knowledge is key here, because even though sage is about cleansing and purifying your surroundings, sage is the root word of, to be what? Well, of Sagittarius, of course, as well. They're just giving me that. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. But it's also about being wise, knowledge there. It says here, sage your home and personal space regularly to expel any negative energies and to promote mental clarity. And I feel like that's what you're getting here, mental clarity. So if you've been wrestling with something, or you've been trying to make a decision on which sort of path to take, perhaps you're opening yourself up to a new journey, because we got that Fool card right there. They are indicating get clarity before you take that leap of faith. And it says cleanse, purify, clear. Okay, now they don't often do this in my readings, but they are pointing me to the clear quartz here. Okay, now this promotes clarity, clear sight, but also purification and things like that. So perhaps getting a clear quartz. Now, I'm not here to sell anything, so maybe at your local store, or wherever you pick up your crystals, this could help you at this time. They don't normally point me in that direction, but they're opening it up like that. So there you are. But I feel like there's a lot of positive energy here, a lot of hope, a lot of they're indicating the answers you seek. Sorry, I just need to get what they're giving me. The answers. Okay, thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. The answers you seek are within reach. So the answers you seek are within reach. I mean, sometimes, Libra, I really wish I'm like, the answers you seek will be delivered on Tuesday at this time. I wish sometimes they would be that precise. I mean, there are messages sometimes that come through that actually give me exact dates and times and things like that. But sometimes, even from, I can't read for myself, but even the greatest readers that I've been to in the past, they can give me some really important information, but dates and things, sometimes spirit is not clear on that, because they don't really want to influence, because time is fluid. Things can, be appearing on your path at this moment in time, but you decide, actually, it's not meant for me. So then it sort of dissipates, and then something else replaces it. So just so you're aware there. But yeah, seeing the way clearly is important. Now, also, they're receiving a lot of inspiration. So you may feel a kickstart of energy as well, be all of a sudden inspired where you've been a little bit unmotivated recently. You may have felt you've been going through a real test of faith, or a real confusing time where you're like trying to work out what next. But I feel like the way, as I said, the way will be made clear. Now we got Soulmate here. It's number 6, which is the number of love, the Lover's card, and it says twin flame bond, soul family. This connection involves a close friend, romantic partner, or tribe. So either you are partnering up with someone that you really care about or really trust. Maybe you're partnering up with them in business, because finances are starred here as well. Or it could be someone, maybe you're in a romantic relationship with someone, and you're deciding to pool your resources and work together on a business venture, or maybe they just show me a camper van right now. So either you're thinking about going traveling with someone and you're pooling your resources with someone, or you've been talking to somebody saying, hey, you know what, we should just hit the road, get a camper van and just be free. Okay, so maybe that's a conversation you just had with a friend, and maybe it's something that, or a family member, for example, or a lover. Maybe it's something that's like a pipeline, a pipe dream at this minute in time, but I feel like it will become a reality, because you're very strong in your manifestations right now, and there is a very strong transformation energy about your reading. But also, if you're looking for love, I feel like the energy is starred to come into the vicinity of meeting someone who gives a reciprocal energy, someone who you can unify with and have a really beautiful, deep love with. I feel like there is a partnership on the horizon. You're merging. Now, you could be already with someone and deepening your commitment in terms of getting engaged or married or moving in with each other. But right now, they're indicating there's some sort of healing or some sort of inspiration, some sort of inspired. It's almost like if you'd lost the motivation to find love because there hasn't been any love for a while, and you felt you're neglecting that area of your life, you may suddenly feel motivated to just, think of your own needs and get out there and try and find love again. Or, you know, if you are thinking about doing a creative project, but you need the right people in order to be able to move forward on it, I feel like you're inspired to reach out to certain people, and then your network will grow, and then there'll be a lot of successful energy around that. But soulmates can be anything. They can be people who are meant to infiltrate your world for a reason. It can be a romantic soulmate, can be pets, you know, something that soothes your soul. It can be family members. So I feel the energy is unification, but there's strong energy of hope here. Really a lot of serenity, peace, good fortune coming through this reading. And they want you to be clear on what you want. Set your intentions. Be very clear about it, okay? So if you've been feeling a little bit disjointed recently, they just want you to come back to your center and really check in. What do you want, Libra? Are you still happy with the pathway that you're on? If not, make the necessary changes and proceed forward, knowing that you will be successful, okay? Now, your unified energy here, we've got finances. So it looks like something is going to really grow here for you. It's number, interesting, they just said double number, double number. They're right, actually, they are so right. So you got 17, and you got, when you reduce 4 plus 9, there is 13, and you got 13. As well. Okay, when you start to see synchronicities, especially when a wheel of fortune is involved, expect radical changes in your fortune. So it says here, you will reap the rewards of something that you've been working towards and patiently waiting on. Your perseverance will pay off. Prosperity, windfall, abundance. So very lucrative financial time, a very positive time here. And I feel, yeah, there's definitely, if you've been climbing mountains to get there, Libra, you're going to start to see the rewards for all that hard work. Now they just give me something, one moment please. So they just give me a name, which is Seema. Seema? Okay, yeah, Seema. I think it's a name, either it's a name or a place, or I mean, perhaps it means something in a language that I'm not familiar with, but I feel like it's a name, okay? So if your name is Seema, or please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone. I mean, you may be reading a document right now and you come across the word Seema and be like, oh, that's interesting. Could be the name of a company. So please take it as it resonates. If it does not resonate for you at all, it doesn't mean it's not your reading, just means they want that person to pay close attention to the reading. And as I'm reading an outcome card, this could be something that you encounter in the future. So if, you know, just make a little mental note there. But it looks like expect some sort of windfall or something very lucrative to come your way. Now, I feel like it's definitely something you've been waiting for, because it's interesting. It's crossed, I mean, not only does it say you've been patiently waiting for something, but it's crossed by that hangman. So that does indicate that something you've been waiting for, struggling with, or, you know, indecisive with even. I feel like you've sacrificed a lot to try and achieve this, and now you're going to start to see you know, a nice little reward that comes from that. I don't feel like it's like out of nowhere. I feel like it's something that perhaps you're not expecting as much, but I feel it's something that you've worked really hard on, you've really nurtured there. I feel like it's transformative, because number 13 is a transformative number. It brings radical changes and new beginnings, and as you've got a new beginning here, I mean, you may be getting a new job, for example, that pays more money, or you may see a job advertised that you think, that's a little bit more money, but I'm going to go for it because I believe in myself and I'm going to succeed. I'll get there. Or it could be that you're moving into a different department and, you know, you're leveling up, getting a little bit more extra responsibility, but there comes a little bit more finances with that. Or perhaps you're getting a bonus of some sort. Not every company around the world at the moment is experiencing good fortune to give bonuses, but you may be one of the lucky ones, because there are some people out there who are getting that. You know, I have seen instances where people are getting some sort of workers' morale type thing. I know it's shocking at the moment what humanity is going through, of course, in all walks of life. But I feel like there is some sort of financial reward that is going to make you smile, okay? Now, we've also got masculine. Be decisive. Take action. Yang, sun, heat. So things are heating up. Again, this same energy. I just did a reading for Sagittarius, and their energy was really heating up. That's what their reading is even called. Things are starting to heat up, or something like that. Masculine energy is to do, to transform, to take action, to move forward. So I feel like, make sure you've got that balance, of course, of, work and play, but be decisive, know what you want, and, take the first step towards it, because I feel like it will really transform your life. The sun indicates that there's going to be a very positive outcome here, a lot of success, but it does require your effort. And Libra, I know you've been working really hard on something, but it's almost like if you become a little bit clouded and started asking yourself, why am I doing this? What is the point? Do I really enjoy doing this anymore? If the answer is no, then there are some changes that are necessary. Now, I know it's difficult to find another job these days, and it's also difficult to hold on to the one that we got. So I feel, obviously make a calculated sort of leap of faith if you're moving further afield. Of course, get, the job first, another job first, or just find motivation within what you are doing if you think you still want to be on that path, but you just lost a little bit of passion for it. It happens. It's like a writer's block or something like that. All of a sudden you're like, I used to be so passionate about this, but now I'm finding it so difficult because you're doing so many things that, you start to become a little bit jaded or a little bit cynical, and you really question your path. But if you can find that motivation and you still love deep down what you do or want to do, then they're just saying tweak the plan. Change it up a little bit. How can you shift your perspective in order to look at it a different way and find that love again for what you do, okay? Now, in terms of energy, we've got a leap of faith. Now, this is not only an energy of have faith, anything is possible, but it's literally taking the plunge in something. Seeing what you want, knowing what you want, and going after it. This full moon in Pisces, as I said, is about dreaming big. It's about making radical changes, dreaming boldly, and taking the plunge, as it were, submerging yourself in that imagination in order to manifest what you want, and going beyond what you think you're even capable of doing. I feel like, just like Sagittarius and their energy, you make what is possible. If there's anything that's impossible, I feel like you're like, watch me do it. I'm going to thrive, okay? The Fool card also indicates a time for optimism, positivity, but also clarity, okay? So it's almost like you may not know exactly what you're doing or how you're going to get there. You don't really know the journey, but you're taking that first step. The universe takes care of the journey. But the Fool card says, I'm going to take the first step though. I'm going to trust that the universe has my back, and it does, okay? I also feel like the stars are aligning you at this time. Even though this figure is diving into something, they're showing me, it's almost like they're showing me a graph that is going up. Okay, so either your momentum is going up or your motivation is going up, or perhaps you're sitting in your workspace right now looking at a graph that goes all the way up. Please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone, of course, but I just feel like the only way is up, okay, is what I'm getting. Now, we've got the Star card, which, again, more positive energy. You've got a lot of positivity here. The Star indicates healing, though. Anything, perhaps if you've been separated from somebody, I'm going to pull a quick card on this one because it is crossing a soulmate card, so there may be some healing that is necessary here, or maybe seeing a relationship for what it truly is, whether that's negative or positive. You may be being really super honest with yourself and identifying your needs and where they're not being met. So let me just have a look at that. The Star card is often a renewal card. So if you do want to connect to somebody from your past, the circumstances are right, but things need to be healed, and there needs to be two people who come out of a comfort zone and take a gamble on surrendering to the union. Okay. Now, I'm just to let you know the cards I've been using. The Atlas Oracle was the first deck by Catherine Rose Spencer. Second deck is from Bonagur. It's the Ex Animo Tarot deck. This is a traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, but it's vintage. So let us see. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please? Eight of Cups, walking away from anything that emotionally does not serve you, okay? I often say this with the Eight of Cups. This person, they've experienced quite a lot, and there's a lot of cups there, but none of them are fulfilling. So this figure does not know where they're going, but they're taking a sort of a leap of faith in a journey of discovery, letting go and seeking something that is, that brings greater clarity or greater authenticity, something that is definitely beyond the superficial. And that Eight of Cups walks straight into the Nine of Cups. So, you don't know where you're going, but you know that you're sort of going to discover an opportunity for a dream come true. A wish will be fulfilled here, especially since we got the Wheel of Fortune happening here. So now this may be a relationship that you did walk away from, that you're not waiting for anymore. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. It could also be an opportunity. Yeah, I mean, they're given every card: walk away, reject, all of these things. The Three of Wands in the reverse says, you know, there's been delays, there's been setbacks, and there's no foresight. You cannot see the way clearly in this direction, so you're changing direction. You're taking a leap of faith in another direction. So either you're completely changing the sector that you work in, or you're deciding to, go further afield to look for your happiness because you feel like things are just not vibing with you right now, or you're deciding to leave a relationship that you separated from finally. You may have wanted to heal this for a long time, but found in your own healing that it didn't actually give back in the way that you're hoping for, and you cannot see a future, or you cannot see a viable way that it can come to term. Okay, because we've got the Ace of Wands in the reverse there, which indicates, a rejection, or you're not motivated to go back. You're not motivated to go backwards. They're saying you're motivated only to go forwards. Now, just right now, they're showing me, and I can smell them as well. Beautiful. Some blackberries. So if you're eating blackberries as you're listening to this reading, they're making me hungry. They're amazing. Obviously, they're very healthy for you as well, but they're just showing me some blackberries. So please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone. I mean, either you've just grown some blackberries and you just picked them, or you're thinking about picking them, or you just bought them in the store. Please take it as it resonates. But yeah, you could be rejecting an old way of life and saying, this just isn't for me anymore. And you're gaining clarity of which direction you go in. You may be checking in with your soul, because this full moon in Pisces brings up a lot of emotion, and really helps you process things without denial. Being super honest. That's why sometimes it's a bit of an uncomfortable moon to deal with, and also a very sensitive one as well, Libra, and you are very sensitive. So maybe changing direction, okay? Whether that's in terms of relationship, career, or friendships. You may be looking at what you give out and what you're getting back, and if it's not reciprocal or it's not balanced, you may be like, I'm done, I'm leaving. You may gracefully withdraw from the situation. I don't feel like you're going out guns blazing or anything like that, but I feel like you're seeing the way clearly. Okay, you're having a bit of an epiphany moment. Now the Hangman energy, they're giving a real sort of something you're not seeing, or something you were not seeing, that has kept you stuck for a while. But I feel like the challenge has been getting clarity on something. I do feel like with this Hangman that you've waited a long time for a good run of luck, is what I'm getting. I feel like you've always put yourself out there, and I feel like you've come across a lot of situations that took, or people who took, quite a selfish energy. I'm going to quickly pull a card on that for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. So yeah, the Tower in reverse. Yeah, the Tower in reverse, there's a couple of energies that are coming out here, and another denial energy. So if you wanted to believe in the best in people, Libra, which you tend to like to do, because you're a beautiful soul and you've got a wonderful heart, you tend to believe in the best in people until they really show you that either they cannot be trusted, or they do not give back, or your needs are not being met, and it takes you a while to really go, hang on a minute, I'd stop. So the Tower in reverse does indicate that you've avoided, by disconnecting from a situation that was not emotionally fulfilling for you. You have avoided, a disaster, as it were. Also, the Tower is giving me this energy of fear. Is there something that you've been holding back on or waiting on doing because there's been a bit of fear? Or you don't want to fail, for example. So if, for example, you wanted to set up your own business, or you wanted, perhaps you are, perhaps you work in the city, making lots of money, and you've been going, your soul has been craving to live in the countryside, or craving to do something creative, and you've held off for a while thinking, I don't know if I can do this, or I'm not sure if it's the right time. They're indicating here something that is, you've kept on hold, or that you've been holding back from doing because there's been a bit of fear here, or you've been avoiding, they're indicating you're not going to be able to avoid it for much longer. You're going to just dive right on all in, and it's going to be successful. The Star card is a card of success. Stars are aligning for abundance and clarity, but also for a win, okay? And that Wheel of Fortune says it's going to be a lucky turn of events. If you're taking a risk, coming out of your comfort zone, because these two cards are cards of risk, of gamble, of taking that leap of faith, trusting your intuition, but knowing that you will be successful. And I feel like it's almost like, don't hold back. Okay, what you're waiting for is kind of what they're saying there, especially when we got that masculine card of action, because, you know, you're so close to either having a big financial breakthrough or a breakthrough in terms of love or just a personal breakthrough. They're saying just don't hold yourself back, Libra. You know, embrace your wonderful originality and just go for it, okay? Obviously, make sure it's a calculated one where you've got a plan. Plans are important. You can always tweak them or revert back to them if you feel a little bit lost along the journey. The Wheel of Fortune indicates things are going to turn out the way you're hoping for. This is an end of bad luck or confusion or feeling stuck in a rut. This is a turning point for you. Now, the Wheel of Fortune does represent the wheel of life. Sometimes we are up, sometimes we are down. This is your moment to be on the up, okay? This is your luck changing. It is an opportunity to recognize where you are abundant, and that sometimes we have both good and bad cycles. So you're now going to appreciate the fact that there's some new options coming on in, whether it's in career or love. We will clarify there. I do feel like out of the blue, there's an opportunity for money. I mean, the word windfall suggests it is kind of like, so for example, if you're in a job that you've been working really hard on, you expect to be paid, right? But I feel like there's an extra something coming your way that you're not quite expecting. So it's almost like it's attached to something that you know should be there, if that makes sense, or it's attached to something that you kind of are aware of, but you're receiving more than you expected. So it is still a surprise, okay? But it requires you taking action. So let me just see what that is. Can you please clarify the Wheel of Fortune? High Priestess in the reverse. Something comes to light, some sort of information. How would you like to receive? Wow, there is definitely a new start here. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. How would you like to receive? Okay, they want it in the reverse. Ace of Wands in reverse again. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? Because there's an Ace of Swords coming. Something better, something greater, something that brings more clarity. Okay, so the High Priestess, especially with the Ace of Swords in the upright, that indicates something is coming to light. Okay, something that's been repressed, or either it's a piece of information, or whether it's hidden information you may come across. You know, Spirit often tends to bring you what you truly need. So you may be just glancing at social media, for example, and then you see a post in your like left or right hand side that says, hey, have you ever thought about this? And you're like, oh my gosh, I've been looking for this sort of information, and there it is. I feel like it's going to just pop up, okay? Pay close attention. Please use your intuition. You don't want any nasty surprises, of course. The High Priestess and the Ten of Swords may indicate that there was a new start here that you were, not aware that was sort of coming your way, or that deep down you may have seen the red flags of the end of something, but it still took you a little bit by surprise. The Ten of Swords in the reverse indicates a recovery, a moving on, a new start energy. So I feel like it's positive. It could be a relationship if you've separated from somebody and a secret came to light there. You may be healing from that and moving on into something new. This person may return back, because we do have a rejection card in the reverse there, that fiery wands in the reverse, Ace of Wands there. It seems brutal, like someone stabbed you in the back. It could be a friendship, for example, that you may have trusted this person, but something came to light that has made you disconnect from this energy and walk away. Definitely walking away from something emotionally that just was not right for you, and rejecting it. And you're coming straight into clarity, and you're coming straight into something new. Now, this is a major breakthrough card, Libra. Ace of Swords is fated. It is destiny, especially when I'm clarifying a Wheel of Fortune. It's almost like if there was missed opportunities or anything that rejected you in the past, let it flow, let it go, because there's no such thing as missed opportunity, only preparation for what is meant for you. Okay, Spirit often removes things, people, places, in order to get to you to where you want to go. Okay, they've heard the conversations that you were not privy to, things that were under the surface, so behind closed doors. So they're indicating here that you're rejecting this sort of energy, and there is a new start here for you. Now, in terms of business, this could be, a message coming through that your ideas, or if you've had a new idea, I feel like it's going to be very successful. As you can see, the crown chakra is there's a sword right in the center, which indicates there's a deep knowingness here. Also, victory wreaths hang from that crown. So what you know, everything that's in your mind, all your information, all your intelligence knows something, Libra, and it is a key to success there. Okay, so just pay close attention to any ideas. It helps you overcome those mountains. There's definitely a breakthrough on anything that you've been struggling with. If you're having a procedure, for example, you were putting off a procedure, some sort of, because they're indicating that there may have been a procedure that you felt you needed, but you put it off because you feel a little bit nervous, or you felt like you need to get more information on it, or you didn't trust it, because this is a card of mistrust as well, or it can be that you're just sitting on it. You're like, not right now. I mean, some people may put off procedures for whatever reason, but the Ten of Swords indicates that you are sort of going to recover from this. I feel like you will open yourself up to this procedure, but I just feel like it's come from, you've canceled something and you've rescheduled, and now it's come around again, and then you're going to go for it, and there's recovery and things like that. So very positive healing energy if you've been going through a procedure, or you're about to, after putting it on hold for a little while. In terms of love, I mean, there could have been some information that came to light that ended a relationship that you're like, I can't do this. Okay, very painful energy with that Ten of Swords in the reverse. You may have felt like this person stabbed you in the back and or betrayed you in some way. You're healing from that. I feel like once you process those feelings of rejection, or whether you have rejected that person as well, I feel like there's been a bit of a delay in terms of finding new love. And I do feel like, all of a sudden there's love. All of a sudden you meet somebody. All of a sudden you see, like a lightning bolt, this person. It is literally like love at first sight. Okay, so I feel like all of a sudden the moon brings this energy. And I know there's a pandemic going on, and I know it's difficult to find people, especially when some people are wearing masks and other people are not, depending on who you are. But I do feel like fate will put you in the path of the person you're meant to meet, always. They'll always put you in the path of the circumstances that you're meant to involve yourself in, whether it's a new job, all of those things. They want you to think back to synchronicities in your world when you've gone, that's really interesting, because I really wanted that to happen, and then it did. I was meant to meet that person, because if I didn't meet that person, then I wouldn't have met that person, and I'm in love with that person. Or that person brought me a really great deal on something, or held a piece of information that was necessary to my growth or my path. They really want you to think of those moments, because that's where your faith and your hope will lie in what is to come in the future. Okay, they want you to have faith. But there's major breakthrough happening here. I'm just going to get a little bit more detail and then close your reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. I'm using the Tarot of the Mystical Moments by Catherine Wells Stein. I only read the uprights in this deck. We got the Queen of Wands, confidence. Confidence, not only is it an aphrodisiac, but when you're confident and positive, you actually attract more of the same thing. We got the Page of Pentacles here, so definitely some money coming on in here for you. We got the Eight of Swords. They want me to go one more. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. And we got the Nine of Cups. I mean, they're giving exactly the same energy through a different deck, which is wonderful because it does clarify the energy. So as they say, something you're waiting for or felt like you're holding yourself back from. As you can see, that wonderful angel there is in a cage, but the cage is wide open. So they could move forward if they wanted to, but they're holding off on something. There's something that you're not seeing. As you see, that figure is looking down and into their lap there. There's something they're not seeing, which is that they're free to move. They're free to do something. So they just want you to be aware of that energy. And of course, we got that Knight of Cups coming on in. So all of a sudden, and this is crossing the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, got a little bit energy joining. Wheel of Fortune energy, which means all of a sudden, out of the blue, there's love. Okay, so let us see what is happening. Queen of Wands. Oh my gosh. This is crazy, Libra. They just gave me an image, and I do not know how it is resonant with your reading at all or your circumstances. They just showed me a picture of E.T. with that long finger, and it said, "Be nice. Be nice." Now, I mean, of course, that is words to be living by. Be nice to everybody, even your enemies, you know, because that actually takes away, they kind of look at you, well, how can I put that? Because it means you're untouchable in your energy. Okay, if you let it get to you, then they've won. So, you know, that's what I mean. Anybody who's a naysayer or a hater, you know, always just be really positive, because then you become untouchable by their negative energy. And they eventually either get bored and give up, or they start to come around and start to really think, well, you're not so bad after all, whatever their problem is. Okay, so anyway, E.T., Be Nice, I'm not really sure. Either you just watched the movie, or it's on rerun, or you've just seen a commercial with it, or a billboard or something. I'm not really sure. Please take it as it resonates. I mean, maybe your nickname is E.T., or maybe you do that with your friend all the time. Be nice, or whatever. So please take it as it resonates. They're trying to get someone's attention. So if it connects to you, then there's something in this message for you. I mean, Queen of Wands energy is a Leo energy, fire element, and it is about your feistiness. Okay, it's about your confidence to take that leap of faith, to gain clarity of what you want and just go for it. Okay, so I feel like confidence is key. Your self-assurance will help you make this leap, whatever that leap is for you, and to know that there is positivity and happiness on the other side. Also, Libra, if you are looking for love and you're, or even if you're deepening a connection with somebody that you're with and trying to heal it, I want you to know that you're beautiful both inside and out. The Queen of Wands is a card of beauty, okay, or handsomeness, male or female, not a gender-specific reading. It's about the energy, and it's about, you know, when you think about the Queen of Wands, she's like a bee to honey. So, you know, and she's got that little peacocking dress on right there. So it's about knowing your worth, but showing yourself off, not in a crass way, but knowing that your confidence is the key to attracting opportunity or attracting a person. Okay, know that you have what it takes to turn heads in all areas, whether it's career, whether it's love, or whether you're just, if you've neglected yourself because of various lockdowns or whatever. This is about getting back to your center and, you know, taking care of yourself, your body, mind, and soul, and starting to glow and starting to be like, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about myself, okay? Now, Page of Pentacles, obviously, Page of Pentacles can talk about new job or something you've been really patiently working on and nurturing, actually bearing fruit, bringing finances in. So we've already got that finance card. I feel like inspiration. Any idea, any new ideas, whether you're setting up a new YouTube channel or whether you're setting up a new business or something, I feel like, because they're showing me parallel lines. So I feel like you're thinking about setting up something on the side, or you have set something up on the side. I feel like it's like different fingers in different pots, just so that you are prepared, okay? Page of Pentacles indicates it may have been a slow process, but you're getting there. Also, pages, they bring news. So I feel like you will hear some really good financial news in the next couple of weeks. Also, nurturing the start of something. If you don't know something, Libra, it's okay to say, I don't know. It's okay to be curious and get the answer and go and look. You know, how are humans meant to grow if they do not take an opportunity to learn? Okay, so if there's something you don't know, look it up. Okay, I love learning in every reading that I do. No word, if there's a word there that I'm like, what does that mean? I go straight out of the reading and I look it up because I like to be informed. I'm happy to say when I don't know something, because, you know, why pretend? Life's too short to be a pretender. So anyway, Page of Pentacles, I really feel financially something wonderful coming towards you. Some financial news that gives you hope. Okay, so if you've been despairing or feeling a little bit, feeling the pinch recently, I feel like there's going to be a more balanced, even time with regards to finances. And again, with that Eight of Swords, is what is it that you're not seeing? Release the denial, open yourself up and see that there is another way. There is a way out, okay? And it may not be the way out that you're thinking. There may be another alternative route to get to where you want to go. Eight of Swords says there's some overthinking happening here and it's keeping you stuck. It's like analysis paralysis, keeping yourself stuck in an imprisoned cage sort of thing. But they're indicating that you are free to move out of this situation and into, a more positive time, because the next card up is the Nine of Swords, which normally means your anxiety is unwarranted. Okay, but you're close to figuring something out, having an epiphany, or you're close to the end of something so that you can move forward and leave it behind. So they really want you to sort of identify what it is that's holding you back. And we got the Knight of Cups. So for example, if you've been hurt in the past, Libra, and your wonderful heart has been bruised and you feel it difficult to open up to meet somebody new, you've become shyer or more silent, quieter, smaller in your energy, they're asking you to shine. Let that unique shine come through. Remember your wonderful feistiness. Remember who you were before that heartbreak. You're stronger, but let that light shine, because then you will open yourself up and attract more opportunities in love. They want you to recognize that you got this. Okay, Knight of Cups indicates love coming on in, but a more peaceful time, being really open, also being very sensitive, especially with this full moon in Pisces. Look at that, that raw heart there. Okay, so the full moon in Pisces, in terms of money, because it is a time that looks at finances and taboo subjects as well. I feel like it's a more peaceful time and an opportunity to follow your heart, and money will flow from there. It may feel like it's difficult. It may feel like, you have to push through to get on the other side, but they're indicating it's worth it, and the universe will bring you some good karma to help you through as well. Also, in terms of love, I feel like all of a sudden there's a breakthrough. I feel like you may not realize that actually you're more loved than you realize, not just by people in spirit, but by people here on the earthly plane. I'm going to pull a quick card because I'm getting a slight energy, they're guiding me as well, a slight energy that there's someone that you already know who kind of has feelings for you. Let me just clarify that. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please? How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. Ten of Pentacles. Okay. One more. Thank you so much. The Devil card. Okay. Interesting. They're indicating here that there is a separation that may be holding you back from finding new love, or some sort of something that you're connected to. The Devil card indicates being stuck, or being attached to something that may not necessarily be healthy for you. So for example, if you've got someone that you love that you separated from, and they come in every so often, talk, but then they're here today, gone tomorrow, or they come in for the goodies and then leave when the SHIT hits the fan. They're not there for the journey of life, the storm of life, as it were. If you are connected to somebody like that, be mindful that that will keep you stuck for a while, and that unless you detach yourself from that energy, you can never really open yourself up to what you truly deserve. Ten of Pentacles indicates conflict over this, may even feel like loneliness. Okay, even though you may be attached to something, it may feel lonely. You may be attached to your job, for example. You've buried your head in your finances because you feel like there's no love at this minute in time, and it's very difficult to open up to. Page of Wands does indicate that there's someone new who's very curious about you, who's willing to be bold and come towards you. And the Sun card does indicate that there can be happiness here. Just make sure you're not attached to anything that keeps you stuck or is negative, okay? Easier said than done, Libra, I know that, but it's about identifying it. The Devil card, people don't realize the Devil card is not evil. What it is it asks you to identify what is holding you back from going after what you truly deserve and desire. Is it a past relationship? Is it a toxic job? Is it you've hit a glass ceiling in a career and you need to smash through that? It calls for you to be bold. It calls for you to be enthusiastic. Find that motivation and that desire, and recognize that you have value and that what you want, your needs, are important and they should be met, Libra, okay? Because that's when you bring happiness and light to the world as well as yourself. Okay, so just be mindful. Definitely new love coming on in here. Just open your eyes to it. I feel just keep your eyes peeled is what I would say, especially with that Wheel of Fortune. I feel like you're going to be put in the right place at the right time. But also financially, I feel like things are starting to grow in that area, and it's going to feel a little bit more stable than it has done. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. Now, finally, I'm getting you a Spirit of the Animals Oracle by Jodie Bergsma, and you got Hummingbird, Miracles. Loving that. So Wheel of Fortune, whenever that shows up, that is kind of like a miracle, a lucky turn of events. It says, you are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. Now, Libra, you are always a sign of balance, harmony, and beauty. Absolute beauty. You like to see the world beautiful, and that soul song of life. You really do connect with it, especially when you're in your center, when you're in your vibe. Okay, but when that's all turned upside down and there's a lot of disruptive energy, you may dull your shine and lack your confidence, and the world needs you. Okay, the world needs your positive vibes. Now, the hummingbird spirit is a recognition that something that you're really working really hard towards will bring a positive energy, will bring fruits for your labor. They're showing me the Six of Wands. Now, I'm not really sure if it's in this deck, but the heat is coming from this deck, so I'm going to have to look at it and see if it's from this deck. They're showing me a hummingbird that is bringing good news or receiving a reward for a job well done. Okay, there's recognition for a job well done, or being in the spotlight for something, especially since you've got the star right there, and you've got the Queen of Wands here in the Wheel of Fortune. You're being starred for something. So either you're gaining recognition at work, or the spotlight is on you to get the job of your dreams, level up a little bit more in money, or if you're someone who is in a position to influence, for example, you're an internet influencer, you may be connecting to people, soul tribe members, creative collaborations with that card. By expressing yourself, you sort of gain more success, or more light comes on you. I feel like people are looking at you or looking towards you with a thumbs up. Okay, so let me just see if this deck, I'll go and have a look. They're showing me like Six of Wands energy, so I just need to clarify. It may not even be in this deck, but can you please show me Six of Wands? Is Six of Wands in this deck? Can you please clarify? Six of Wands, as I said, is a victorious card. Can you please guide me? Where's the Six of Wands? I mean, please fast forward this bit, my beautiful Librans. I don't want to waste your wonderful time. I'll be a little bit like miffed if they're heating this deck up and it's not even in this deck. So let me see. Wow. Can you please show me? Middle. I thought I just went in the middle. Let me see. I can't find it. So maybe it's not in this deck. Okay, I'm gonna have to leave that there. I can't even find the Six of Wands. So I really don't know what that is. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to leave that there. I do apologize, but they're showing it to me, so it's so vivid. It's a person like riding a hummingbird. Okay, I'm going to leave it there because I don't want to waste your time. This is supposed to be a quickie for me, let's put it that way. I hate talking about something that they bring up and they show me with such vivid... Oh, there it is. They were right. It is bang on in the middle. Why was I not seeing that? Anyway, okay. Okay, and yeah, there we go. Six of Wands. There it is. So hummingbird spirit, sweet reward. I mean, it's so not worth it after I've worked to find that. You've been like, come on, Baba, get on with it. But anyway, there it is. So reward is yours. So, I mean, that wasn't worth it at all. But they were showing me so intensely that unless I address something, it doesn't go away. So, yeah, I'll leave it like that. Let us get a trinket for you before we close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides and Angels. Can you please guide? Thank you so much. Oh, elephant. Okay, so elephants, number one, they never forget. Okay, so if there's something you need to move on or forgive, doesn't mean you forget, Libra, but the forgiveness comes in lightening your karmic load. So you don't want to have any karmic baggage with you that weighs you down. You want to move forward and succeed and move away from that into more positive energy. Also, that elephants, they remove obstacles from their path and they proceed, they move forward. They're very emphatic creatures. They're very communal, and they really understand each other with that level of depth and empathy that is just beautiful. They just said to me, they never leave anybody behind. Wow. I don't know why they said that, but they never leave anybody behind. I don't know how that resonates with your reading, Libra, but it's really floored me. It's really kind of like team spirit, or, that family unit that sticks together. If anybody's in trouble, everyone's always there. Never leave anyone behind, that sort of thing. That's how much love there is. So I'm not really sure if that resonates with you in some way. Maybe it's a sentence that you say with your friends. Maybe it's something, you go, never leave anybody behind. It's like that affirmation between you all. I'm not really sure, so please take it as it resonates. But yeah, elephants, tough-skinned, but keeps on moving, removes the obstacles. Where would you like this? Oh gosh, they won it on this card. They illuminated this card straight away. Finances. If it's been a bit of an uphill battle, know that you will remove the obstacles and you'll move forward on it. They won it on the finances. So I'll pop it there for you, and I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you, my beautiful Librans. Just to let you know, I am running a free competition for one lucky subscriber to win a free personal reading. All you have to do is champion yourself in September. So if there's something you really want to succeed at or you really want to achieve, champion yourself. Know that you can do it, okay? If you want to set up your own business, maybe set up an email address that has your company name in it. You're signaling to the universe you're ready to move forward. Whether it's, it doesn't matter how big the success is. Even small successes are very important, and success looks differently to everybody. So if you want to be good to yourself and get in shape, set your intention, take the first step, and know that you will succeed. So whatever it is, I want you to just champion yourself. Look at how far you've come. Look what you've endured so far. And know that you got this, okay? All you have to do is put 3 words in the comments box below. I will succeed. And you will, Libra. You absolutely will. So just put that affirmation, I will succeed, and I'll gravitate towards one lucky subscriber on the 29th of September, and I'll announce the winner in a video, okay? I hope something did resonate here for you. If it did, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. And sorry, they're just giving me an image before we go. Could you show me that? They're showing me blue jeans, but there's a connection to butterflies with this. So either they're not showing me a butterfly on the jeans, the jeans as in like jean pants, some would say trousers, but yeah, jeans. So blue jeans, they're showing me, but there's a connection to butterflies there. So either a butterfly landed on your blue jeans, or you were thinking about putting a cross stitch in a hole that is a butterfly, or someone, I'm not really sure how there is a connection with blue jeans, but they're just, what is that? Now they're just giving me this song, which it connects. Okay, I just don't understand. So I'll just give you the song that would give me, and all I can hear is, it sounds like an oldish song. Not old, like 60s, 70s perhaps, the way that it's going, and it's like Forever in Blue Jeans. So obviously maybe you're known for being in blue jeans. Okay, I'm not really sure. And butterfly may mean that you're making radical transformations in your world. I'm not really sure, so I'm just going to leave that there. It's such a tenuous link, but I don't know how else to. I'm going to have to look up if there is I feel like there is a song called Forever in Blue Jeans, maybe. But I'm going to have to look that up and see what the lyrics are and see how it even resonates in your reading. Okay, so I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Librans. Love and light.